Good evening, YouTube. Now, I've got a strange one tonight because I don't even know what's in this box. All I know is it is something for the channel, so it has to be something hi-fi. So I got in from work about 20 minutes ago and my missus went, "There's a present for you in the back room." So I came in here and this big box is here. So I went to her, "What is it?" She went, "Well, open it up and have a look." So then I went to open it and she went, "No, film it because it's something for the channel." That's how I know it's something to do with hi-fi, because she said it's for the channel. So I know it's a present for me, it's something for the channel as well. So I've just made myself a coffee, give the camera a quick 15-minute charge, and let's open them up and see what she's got me. Now, she's quite into hi-fi, my missus. She's into music and that. She knows quite a lot about it. So in here could be something quite good. Now, it's not going to be like a top-of-the-range vintage Marantz receiver or a high-end Sansui, because if she'd bought me something like that, I would not just be getting it as a present after work. That would be like Christmas or my birthday. I would not just be getting it after work as a little present. So although this might be something quite good, it's not going to be something that she has spent like 500 or 600 quid on. Well, it might be. She might have won the lottery and not told me. If she's won the lottery and not told me, then this might be a Pioneer 1980. I don't think it is, because the box doesn't feel heavy enough for that, nor does the box seem big enough. But it is quite heavy, this box, and I'm looking in there now. It's a pair of speakers. So she's got me a pair of speakers from somewhere. Nice little set of bookshelves. Well, not really little bookshelves. They've got a bit of size to them, these speakers. And that box felt quite heavy, so these are quite a heavy little set of speakers in here. And they have been nicely bubble wrapped up and put in this box. So whoever wrapped these up to post it done a really good job on these and protected them well. And I'm looking in there now, they look like they are a nice wooden set of speakers. They look like a quality set of speakers, and that one speaker on its own had a bit of weight to that, so that is a sign of a bit of quality there, I think. So let's get the other one out of this box. I'll move the box out of the way and then we'll take the bubble wrap off and see what she has actually got me. So let's get into that bubble wrap and unwrap the first one. Let's see what I've actually got. So they have got the grills on the front. I can see that. Both the speakers have got the grills with them. And yeah, looking at the back there, these are by wire. So they have got the two sets of terminals, so you can by wire these. They've got the jumpers in them as well. Oh, and I'm reading that there. They are a set of tangents. Tangent Acoustics. Oh, nice. Tangent Acoustics. Now, Tangent Acoustics is a company that hasn't existed for a long time. I know you can get speakers now that are made by Tangent, but they are not Tangent Acoustics. Tangent Acoustics was a different company that I think vanished in the 90s sometime. I'm not sure on that, but they made quality stuff and they vanished in the 90s. So during the 80s, Tangent stuff was really good, those speakers. Look at them, they look like a nice little set of speakers. And they are not wood like I thought they was. They are like a vinyl wrap on them. But they look nice, that speaker looks really good. And I bet these are good quality, because Tangent Acoustic stuff made good stuff. Some of it really good. I had a pair of Tangent like three-way big bookshelf speakers quite a long time ago, and they was really good. And I also had a set of Tangent Acoustics floor standers. They was only two-way and they wasn't that tall. They was probably only about 3 foot tall, but they surprised me with how good they sounded. Them tangent acoustic floor standers were really good. And I'm looking at these speakers now. These could have the same tweeter and the same driver that my old floor standers had in them. Maybe, I think that tweeter does look the same. The driver in my floor standards might have been a little bit bigger than in these, but I do think that is the same tweeter. And I'm looking at that one there. It's got damage to that one on that corner, so they are a bit damaged, these speakers. That first one I unwrapped looks really good condition, but that one has got a big ding in the corner. So I'm not sure if that has happened in the post, or that is how they were when she has bought them. I don't know, I'll have to ask her that one, because they might have got damaged in the post, or they might have already been like that. So they got a nice big port in the back of them, nice set of terminals on them, and they are both complete with their jumpers. So they look nice, these speakers. Other than that bit of damage in the corner, they look really good. So I am liking my new tangent acoustic bookshelves. So let's get the camera in now and we'll have a little look at how big they are. So they are 11.5 inches tall. So they're not little tiny bookshelves. They have got a little bit of size to them. So width-wise they are just over 7 inches wide. I'd say that driver is a 5-inch driver in them. And that tweeter has actually got quite a big dome on it. Let's measure how big that dome is. So that's about 30mm, that tweeter. 30mm domed tweeter. So let's turn it to the side and see how deep it is. And they are quite deep, these speakers. They got a nice big deep box on them. So they are about 9.5 inches deep. So that's a big enough box to get a good sound out of that. And with that port out the back, if these things are working well, they should have a nice sound to these bookshelves. But that's the thing, I don't know if these are working or not. I don't know if these are all singing and dancing, these speakers. They have got something wrong with them. I know nothing about these whatsoever. So I'm going to pause the video there for a minute and I'm going to go and thank my missus for my new speakers and find out what she knows about them and just find out if they have been damaged in the post or not. Right, so I am back and this is what I have found out. Now these speakers have come from Facebook, off of someone who my missus talks to on Facebook. And they have not been damaged in the post, they was already damaged. And this is the story that I've found out. So the woman who my missus talks to on Facebook, her husband was decorating the lounge and these speakers was on wall brackets. So he's taken them all down, decorating, and they was working perfectly. And then once he's decorated, he's gone to put the speakers back on the brackets and drop one of them. And it's hit the ground on that corner, so that's obviously that damage, and now that speaker does not work. So it was working, it's been dropped, and now it doesn't work. So the woman has just put them on Facebook like free. If anyone wants them, go and collect them and they are free, otherwise she was going to throw them away. So my missus has messaged her and said if I pay the postage, because obviously we live too far away to go and collect them, so she said if she pays the postage, will they post them to us? Can we have them? So the woman said, yeah, no problem. So my missus has just paid for the postage on these speakers. She's paid nothing for them, so these are a free set of speakers, but they did cost us the postage. So one is working and one is not working because the woman's clumsy husband dropped it. So on the back there you can see these are 90 watts into 8 ohms, and they are made by Tangent Acoustics, and they are called Monitor 7s. Now I've got a feeling that the floor standards I had a few years ago was called Monitor 11s, or maybe they was called Monitor 13s, but I'm sure they was definitely called Monitor and then a number. And they looked very similar to this, same sort of driver, and I think that tweeter is exactly the same. So if these things sound as good as they did, these should sound really nice, these Tangent Acoustics. So what I'm going to say about Tangent Acoustics, right, this is all I know about them, yeah. I've had quite a lot of their stuff over the years, a few sets of speakers. I have had a Tangent Acoustics amplifier years ago, and I also had a turntable made by them, and the turntable was a really good turntable. I'm a bit gutted that I got rid of that turntable because it really was a nice sounding turntable. It was a big heavy wooden one, really good quality. I think it was from the early 70s. It was really nice, but I sold it. Was one of the best turntables I've ever had, I think. Tangent Acoustics turntable. And the amplifier I had years ago made by them, I think that was from the late 70s. I think I had an amplifier by them. It was quite good, but it wasn't nothing really special. It was a bit run of the mill, but the turntable was something a little bit special. So with this company, I like this company, Tangent Acoustics from the UK. Now, it's not the same company as if you went and bought Tangent stuff nowadays, because you could buy new Tangent stuff, but I think it's just called Tangent. It is not Tangent Acoustics. And that newer stuff, I think it's made in Denmark or somewhere like that. It's definitely like a Scandinavian product. I think it's still good quality, but it's not to be confused with this older stuff, because some of this older stuff made in the UK is really good quality, and it's a little bit of one of them companies that a lot of people don't know about, this Tangent Acoustics, so it probably doesn't make the money that it should do, because people don't know about it and don't realise how good some of the stuff is made by these people, when it really is good quality stuff, a lot of it. And I think they had gone by 1990s or the early 90s. I think the company had gone. That was the end of it. It had gone bankrupt or something like that, or maybe someone bought it out. I don't really know, but you can get a lot of Tangent Acoustic stuff from the 70s and a lot of stuff from the 80s, but after that, Tangent Acoustic UK does not exist. And this makes sense now, because it didn't the other night. The other night, sitting with my missus, and she went to me, "What are Tangent speakers like?" And I went, "Oh, it depends. There's a modern Tangent or an old Tangent made in the UK." And about 2 minutes later, she went, "No, the Tangent speakers from the UK, are they any good?" And I went, "Yeah, I've had a few sets. They're good, blah, blah, blah." I went, "Why is that?" She went, "Oh, nothing. Someone I know on Facebook has just bought a set." But they hadn't, had they? That was my missus's way of finding out if them speakers were any good and if I would want them or not. Because obviously she didn't know what they were. And if I'd said they was rubbish, she wouldn't have got 'em for me. And the fact that she didn't know what they were tells me that a lot of people won't know what these are, because my missus has got really good hi-fi knowledge, and if she'd never heard of Tangent Acoustics, then a lot of people have never heard of Tangent Acoustics. when they should have, really, because it is a quite high-end company. I think they made both lots of stuff. They made some really good high-end stuff and some bit more budget stuff, but they did make some really good hi-fi equipment. And hopefully these speakers will be some of that really good equipment. I hope they're not like budget. They might not be. I reckon these are quite good quality, these speakers. They got a nice bit of weight to them. The cabinets look well made. I know that tweeter's good because I've had it before in them floor standers, so hopefully these speakers will be really good. And hopefully, if that one has just been dropped, there might not be that much wrong with that speaker. Now, I can't guarantee that. I haven't looked inside it or anything, but the fact that it's just been dropped, it could be something quite easy wrong with that. It's not like it's blown up or anything like that. It has just been dropped. So next time you see these tangents, it will be over on my other channel where I open them up and try and fix the problem with them. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.